Okay, here's your novice run standard from Friday. I'm sorry, I have a cold, so I should be able to not cough, but I'll probably be sniffly. You did really good, like, overall the weekend with the contact thing. Okay, that end was hard. I messed that up with Keegan too, because I was so far behind. Alright. So that was pretty good. So you have trouble with the broad jump here because you're behind, and so she's already starting to curl this way, and you're also starting to go that way. And broad jump is tricky because it's so long. You need to set them up straight for it, and you need to drive them straight through it. Otherwise, they do what she did and kind of jump between those holes that way. So let's look back here. So she comes out of the chute pretty long, and she takes the tire pretty angled, but that's okay. That's fine. But see, she's just starting to lift off, and you're just starting your rotation. So, I think you could have, well, I think your small lead out is fine, but when she came out of the tunnel, you could have had your arm lifted already so she would know there was a turn, because then what happens is, because it's late, you really are trying to hang on to it, and then it gets you behind. So you needed to like do this cross and get out of there and get yourself straight so you could drive her straight over the broad jump. I don't know if that makes sense. But see here, you're doing the cross so late, and then you're still kind of waiting. You're not standing there still waiting for her to come, but you also didn't like rotate and get out of it. And so then you're behind for the broad jump, and so she didn't take it straight. And actually, I wouldn't have thought to go back and redo that either. So I would have thought that was a failure and not just a refusal, but this part looks good. You got her to do those two contacts good. This to the weaves is kind of tricky because most people couldn't get a cross in from the tunnel to the jump, and so that forced you to do a rear cross on the flat right here. And I think you could have done it without the bar if you just kept driving past the jump, and then when she landed, then you turned. But it's hard to see because the judge is right there. But if you look at your strides, it looks like you decelerate right when she's lifting off. See how your stride got really short? Well, there it's not, I guess. So maybe, I know it's hard to see. But when I do those crosses on the flat like that, or when I say on the flat, I mean the dog is not over the jump or anything. They're like on the ground when you do the turn. Then I would drive them straight over this jump, let them land, and then turn them. Which you came really close to doing that. And then she's like, what weaves? I don't see any weaves. I'm going to go do this tunnel. So you get her through those. She did really good on her weaves too this weekend, from what I remember. And you got her to stop here. And then she sort of released herself, but it's okay. And then it just puts you behind, pretty far behind. At least she went on to take that jump. My dog didn't take that jump, and I got a refusal. So, and that end is hard unless you can be more up with the dog, but if you have to work the contact, then you're going to be behind. So, not bad.